Hi, welcome back. My name is Carson and this is my space where I chat about knitting. Today we're doing a podcast, so let's just get into it. So I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving if you're in the US. If not, I hope you had a great week. Regardless, we did absolutely nothing for Thanksgiving and it felt amazing. So I got a lot of knitting done. And yeah, over the past few weeks I've been really feeling Christmas. I'm not sure if y'all are in the fall Christmas spirit. So like I dried oranges, I got some eucalyptus. I asked Logan to forage pine cones for me. He did not find any. He hasn't been in the right places to forage for pine cones yet. But I did buy some tiny pine cones from a craft store. And I've been stringing garland throughout our entire house, like everywhere. There's one above my bed right now that I can see. And so there are a few little Christmassy things, actually quite a lot of Christmassy things in this podcast. So if you're in the Christmas spirit too, hope you're feeling it with me. And if not, enjoy what I hope you enjoy these things. Anyways, so yes, I'm already winded. I am still a child. We are currently just waiting. And I was honestly getting a little impatient, even though that's ridiculous because I think I'm 37 weeks, so like we could still have a few more weeks left. But I think a lot of people thought it was gonna happen this weekend. So like my mom and dad and my brother and future sister-in-law came in and stayed with us the day after Thanksgiving. So that was fun. But they like packed extra clothes because they were like, just in case. And it didn't happen, which is totally fine. So I'm letting go of all expectations, letting go of, I don't know, I just feel like if I just let go of a timeline, it'll just be easier to wait. So I've been knitting a lot just because I need to occupy my mind, honestly. So basically, this is a very long, rambly intro as to say I have a lot of fun things. So yeah, finished objects. This is new. This is a finished object, and I'm gonna have to scour my phone for the pattern because I did not write down any notes today. We're just free flying. So yes, I knitted this. It's like a mini scarf, I would say. Let me look at the pattern real quick. Okay, I had to take a short break to answer my sweet Nana, but this is my finished object, and I cannot pronounce the name of this, so I'll put it up here, but it's called the Mammatus Bandana. I'll put the name up here. That's so wrong, but it's actually by Hobby, and I found it on Ravelry and it's free, so that was nice. And it's just like a mini bandana. So I wore it on my head today because it's kind of hot outside today. It's like in the 70s here, but I really like it. I wear these bandanas all the time because my hair is unruly. It is huge, curly, and it just helps keep it out of my face. So yeah, and it's pretty simple. I guess maybe I'll take it off to show you. But I used, I'm gonna have bandana hair. Okay, so I used Knit Picks Twill in the color Serpent Heather. This is my favorite color ever. And you can see it's just super simple stockinette and yarn overs. There we go. I don't know if you can see this. But yeah, it's I knitted the smallest size. There's two sizes. And I wasn't really sure how big I wanted it. This was kind of like a cleansing project. Like I just finished a different finished object that I'll show you, and I just needed a break from that particular category of things. So I found this, and I really wanted to use this yarn, and I actually casted this on Thanksgiving, and I finished it in 2 days, I think. So it was a super simple, easy project, and setting it up was a little bit weird. Like the directions are not very directional. That makes any sense. I think if you've knitted, like I've knit my Penelope kerchief before, and I think because I knit that, I understood that there would be a border. I understood there would be like increase rows, But if you've never done that before, if you're like brand new knitter and this is your first project, it might be kind of hard to read this pattern because it wasn't super detailed at all. Like it, for instance, it told you to put in stitch markers at the very beginning after a certain stitch count, but it never explained to you why you did that, and it never like told you to slide them. So it just kind of ignored the fact that you had stitch markers, and I had a feeling, I was like, okay, this is probably for the border. So I made my yarn overs after I moved my stitch markers, or before, depending on where I was. But like, if you didn't know that, I don't know. It was not as explanatory as it could be. But I mean, if you've done something like this before, it's pretty easy to figure it out. Yeah, so there's two sizes. This is the smallest size, and I used, this is superwash fingering. I think we're just 100% merino wool. So it grew, and I'm glad it grew, because at first after I cast it off, I was like, I don't even know if this is going to fit around my head or if it's going to be the size that I want, but I blocked it. It grew, and I was also curious, because I've never knitted, I mean, really, this is kind of my first bandana, because the kerchief is kind of a triangle, but then you do the Penelope kerchief that I did is like a triangle, and then you do a I-cord edging. So there's actually like a tie back there to tie it for your hair specifically, but this could be used as a scarf, as a bandana, as a hair tie. So this was actually like the first one I've done, and setting it up was, in my mind I wanted like a super simple, easy project, and just, I don't know, because it was Thanksgiving, I wanted to chill, we weren't doing nothing. So setting it up was a little bit difficult. I mean, just for like a couple rounds. And then I was also confused. I was like, how is this going to be a triangle? Because it just didn't look like a triangle on my needles. It looked like a U. And if you knitted shawls before, I'm sure that's a common thing, at least with triangle shawls. But yeah, I was so impressed with how it blocked. It just turned out to be amazing. So I was really, really, really happy with it. And I like it because it does have a little bit of versatility compared to like the Penelope kerchief that is strictly just for hair, I think, because it has like a tie. So you can wear it like this, like a little Western bandana look. I think if it was colder outside, I would have worn it like this today. Or I also like this look. Let me fold it. You can also fold it. I don't know why I'm so out of breath, y'all. I feel like I'm struggling already. It's been a while since I've talked to y'all, so I feel like I'm really excited about all these new projects and stuff. But wow, the girl's winded. Oh goodness. Okay, so I just kind of rolled it up. You can even wear it like a little, like this kind of, I think. Yeah, like this, right? Is that stylish? Kind of like a ascot. I think that's what you call this. Like a little scarf. So yeah, I think this project is so versatile, and it took me 2 days to do, and honestly, once I got the ball rolling, once I figured out the stitch pattern, it was so easy. Like, I just kept going, and I kind of wanted to just keep knitting on it, but then I was like, no, I need to cast this baby off. So I finished it yesterday, blocked it overnight, it was dry this morning, and I mean, look at this guy. I love it. I feel like a lot of people are on a like bandana mini shawl, mini scarf kick right now. Like, I've seen so many patterns out for one, the Sophie shawl or Sophie scarf maybe. I know there's two different ones. I've seen a ton of people knit that pattern, and that's kind of like the same situation. And this one honestly reminds me of one of my favorite things in knitwears, bandanas, which was on my list to do. But yeah, and I've seen some that look like this that are also free that are just larger on Ravelry too. So I like this one. If you can figure out the setup and just keep going, I think you might like it too. So yeah, I guess I'll attempt to tie this back on my head. Okay, we are back. I've secured it back on my head. But yeah, I really like it. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Yeah, I think I will say this would be a really good stash buster, and a good gift knit if you're gift knitting stuff for people right now. It was a pretty fast project. It used up, I don't really know how much it used up, because I used some scraps I had plus a skein that I had. I used this for a baby knit, so I had some left over, and I really love this color. It just felt like Thanksgiving. I think that's why I wanted to cast it on for Thanksgiving. And I will say, I've been really struggling to figure out what I want to make with that special skein from the Eclectic Sook. And I think this was a trial run, and I might make another one of these in that skein I have that's naturally hand-dyed. And it's like a pinky skein, so I think that would be a really good spring shawl bandana. So I think this was a trial run for that, and I really, really like it. So, finished object number 1. Okay, what I want to talk about next. I'll talk about my socks. So y'all saw these last time. They were a whip. They are now finished. They're done. These are just vanilla socks and some super fun self-striping yarn. It is Barocco socks, and the colorway is unknown because it rubbed off and I cannot find it online. But there's a second guy now. And yeah, I finished these actually on Thanksgiving, right before I casted on this. This is what I wanted to break from. I was like, I love socks, but I just need a small break. So I casted this palette cleanser on. And yeah, I really like these guys. I just casted on 64 stitches for the cuff. I did use a contrasting color, and this is also unknown. Just had it in my stash. It was a mini skein. But casted on 64 for the cuff. I used US 0 needles for the cuff. And then I swapped US 1, and then just knit, I think 5.5 inches maybe, and then did a slip stitch heel. Oh, why is it doing this? There we go. Slip stitch heel. And then, you know, just the gusset, the foot, the toes. Just your basic vanilla sock. So I really like these. I haven't worn them yet because I want to show them off before I get them. I get dog hair in them, and you know how that goes. But so yeah, I'm really excited to add these to my sock stash because I've been wearing my other self-striping socks that are just plain vanilla. They're in that Trekking XXL colorway. They're like orange and green. Was that my first pair of complete socks? I don't know, but I've been wearing those like every single day. I'm so worried that the lifespan of them is going to be drastically short because I wear them so much. So I'm excited to have these in my stash so I can swap out. And yeah, that's that. I did kind of knit these for the Keep It Simple holiday cowl hosted by Shop Knitting Nelly on Instagram. It's a fun little, I don't even think it's just a sock cowl. I think it's anything knit along for the holidays, and I think all you have to do is use self-striping yarn or speckled yarn and just knit something basic. And this was a fun basic project. So yeah, and I think the colors are wild, y'all. Like, I think it's so wild that I chose these colors, but I think I said this last time. They reminded me of Christmas. They reminded me of like festive Christmas lights and the Grinch in a weird way. I mean, there's lime greens, there's purple, there's teal, and those are colors I don't usually go for, but I think that's what's so fun about socks. I think really, really, really hard about garments I make. Almost too hard because I want it to like fit my wardrobe. I want to wear it actually. There's just a lot more thought, I feel like, that goes into my decision making for garments. But if I see super fun sock yarn that I like, I don't have to think about it. I can just do it because they're on your feet, you know? And sometimes you see them, sometimes you don't. So I think it's just so much fun. That's why I like sock knitting, I think. There's just so much more fun. I feel like, which I mean, I could be fun with sweaters too, but like if I had a sweater in these colors, I probably wouldn't wear it that much, you know? But I'll wear these socks all the time. So yeah. Basic vanilla sock, y'all. That is that. I feel like I need a breather. I'm winded. Okay. So we're getting in, which that was Christmassy, and we're getting into more Christmas stuff. So I have a few more finished objects, and I'll just lump these together. Let me grab them. So yes, I think I might have already said this, but I just got into crazy Christmas mode. Spirit, I was really obsessed with the idea of getting our house super cozy before our baby gets here, so we can just spend like the coziest holidays in our house with our baby and not have to worry about anything, and just everything be so cozy. So I've been lighting all the candles, I've been drinking the hot chocolate, making all the garlands for our house. So I don't know if y'all remember, but a while ago I was like, I really want to make a mushroom mobile for our baby's room. And that didn't happen, you know, time flew by and I just wasn't feeling it. But I had someone send me this pattern on Instagram. I think it was Daphne from Opal Knits, that also has a podcast on YouTube. And she sent me this pattern because she saw someone else was making it, and she was like, oh, this reminded me of the mushroom mobile that you said you wanted to make. And I told her, I was like, that might be out, but it was for Christmas ornaments. So long story short, I made these little mushroom guys. So they're meant to be Christmas ornaments. Now, I will just put the pattern up here, and because I don't know if I actually have it on my phone right now, and I did not prep, so I don't know what it's called, but I'll put it on the screen. And it's free, it's on Ravelry, and I really, really like it. I did modify it a tiny bit. I did duplicate stitching instead of French knots. That's what the pattern says to do. But other than that, it's a great pattern. I love this one because it's knit all in the round. Totally seamless, pretty sure. Yeah, there's no seaming in this one. Y'all, I do not like seaming at all, at all. And I did knit the Claire Garland mushroom that was a free pattern. I think it was like the Toadstool bookmark or something, and it looks okay, but my seaming is just terrible. It's off. So I like this one because there's no seaming. So I've made 2 so far, and I think it was last weekend, I was like, I'm gonna spend all weekend getting stuff so cozy and just ready to go for the holidays, and I'm gonna knit so many mushrooms. And these 2 guys took me a few hours. So I vastly underestimated how long it would take me to make these, but that's okay. I could still make some. I think I like these because, you know, if I just end up making these for now, they could be ornaments. Like I could just string a string through them and put them on our Christmas tree. But I do want to make a garland, like a mushroom garland eventually, and hang it in the nursery. So I can keep making them whenever I feel like it and then just string them together for a garland. So yeah, I'll show y'all again just in case. I mean, they're super cute. All I used was scrap yarn. Sock scrap yarn. I think this is my Tenderfoot. So yeah, I really, really like them. It's super simple pattern. The only thing the pattern does not say to do is knit in the round. It just tells you to go, and I think that's like the one detail it's lacking, but this is knit in the round. I figured that out. And I think the comments on Ravelry said that. But other than that, it's pretty dang easy. So as long as you know that little detail, you can make yourself some mushies. Alrighty, and so this is the other little guy I made, which I will also put the pattern up here, because I did not prep, I do not remember what it's called, and I cannot be bothered to look at it on my phone. Let me fix his beard. So I made a gnome. I strung his hat up on a string, because I had this guy hanging on our wall, so I made a gnome. You can tell. He has a long hat. The hat's the only thing I knitted. And then the beard is like a pom-pom, and I stuffed the other half up his hat so I didn't have to use stuffing. And the one thing I was lacking that the pattern calls for is a wooden nose. And I think I will go back and do the wooden nose because I just used some yarn I had for it, and you can't really see it with the dark hat. Oh goodness, y'all, I'm sorry, I'm trying to focus this guy. So yeah, I think I will go back and add a wooden nose if I can find one. And knit him up some friends because this is the only one I've knitted so far. But you could literally knit a million of these little hats and they're so easy. They're in the round, just on little DPNs. And yeah, you can make a pom-pom. It's just stash yarn still. I think this might be Knit Pick Stroll, and then this is Tenderfoot. So yeah, all fingering weight yarn. And I'll put the pattern here and I'll link everything down below because I don't remember what it's called. But yes, those are my Christmassy things that I knit, little tiny Christmassy things. And I will say, setting them up was very fiddly. Like I was using double pointy needles, and I don't love using DPNs. I will if I have to. But like the first round was so fiddly, and usually I have such a hard time getting my stitches twisted or at least my first round, twisted on DP ends. I don't know why. I always do it, but it was totally fine. Like, I did not end up twisting anything. So yeah, I got some fun little Christmassy ornaments, and maybe I'll hang them on a garland, or maybe I'll put them on the Christmas tree for now and then repurpose them later, but I'm excited. I'm excited for those. They were a fun, just like, weekend project. I think I just did those in a day. And I was just at the table, I had all my sock yarn, and I keep all my scraps and put them in a mason jar, like my yarn scraps that I cut. And that's what I stuffed those things with. I stuffed the mushrooms with the yarn scraps. I did not have to stuff the gnome because half the pom-pom stuffed his hat. But yeah, that's what I did, y'all. So yes, let's move on. I think those are all my finished objects. Let's go to whips. I'll just show you the one that I've been working on. Y'all seen this before. This is my husband's sweater. It's called the Montrealer. But we are getting places. We are to the point. I haven't gone any farther because we're to the point where I need to try it on him and see how it fits. And then I will separate for sleeves. So this is actually the back. Let me show you the front. It's been really easy. I've done all the increases. I think I need to knit 4 more rounds and then split for sleeves. But before I do that, I want to try it on him first to see if I need to do more increases and fit it to his body. Because I don't want no more fit issues. Y'all know what I'm saying? Gosh, I sounded so country then. But that's truly how I feel. I don't want this to have any fit issues. So we're trying it on. We're gonna be super meticulous. Is that a word? I think so. And we're gonna try it on before going any further. So yeah. I think it's knit in Cascade Eco Merino wool. It's like undyed 100% merino wool and the color doe skin. But that's all I'll say about that guy. So hopefully next time I will split for sleeves and maybe I'll have the hood done. I don't know. We'll see. This is a Christmas present possibly, but honestly I ordered him something else for Christmas too. Because it's probably gonna be after Christmas, but that's okay. He knows that I'm making it, you know. He knows it's a work in progress. It's going much faster than the other sweater I was making him. So yeah, and I think I'm officially past the point. I mean, I've worked on this guy for maybe like 3 or 4 days. Well, no, longer. But like, I have been knitting this along with other things. So compared to the other sweater I was making him, the paneled one, before I ripped it out and started this one, I've already gone past the point. Like, I've used more yarn. I've gone past the point of where I was, and that one was months in the making. So it's just hilarious how fast this one's going. Yay! Okay, let's get into my next whip. My last whip. So, if y'all recall, if y'all watched the last episode, y'all might have seen that I won some yarn, which was crazy. I was knitting along with the Falling Leaves Sock Cowl 2022. This Earth Tones, not this. I'm getting so confused. Earth Tones Girl. She hosted it, and I totally forgot there were even prizes involved in that. I was just having some fun and some fall socks, doing the hashtag, and your girl won some yarn. Crazy, right? So this is technically an acquisition, but I casted this bad boy on today. And this is, I struggled so hard with the name. So it's just a vanilla sock. Let me say this first. Vanilla sock, I'm making it a little bit shorter than my other one. I want some like shorties, but not ankle length. So this one is a little bit shorter. I'm already starting on the heel. And yeah, this color is so fun. It is, let me see the label. I struggled so hard with this name last time. So it is a West Yorkshire Spinners signature 4-ply in the gingerbread colorway. So the label's off, but it's so pretty. It's so Christmassy. It is self-striping yarn. It has been so much fun. I knitted on this. I mean, I just started this morning and I probably knit on it for an hour and I'm already to the heel, given I'm doing a little bit shorter. But so yeah, this was so much fun. And I'll show you this one too. It came with this as well. So it's this really pretty orange color, and I could have put them together. Whoops. I could have put them together and done contrasting, but I decided to do a green with this, just to make it a little bit more Christmassy. I'll use this guy later. I love it. So yeah, same brand, West Yorkshire's. West Yorkshire? Yorkshire? I don't know. Spinners. And this one is this. Oh, it's in the color turmeric. So it's this really pretty orangey color. So yeah, very excited about these. And it's just so fun. I don't know. I think the fact that I want it, it just makes like the project so much more fun. I don't know why. But so I've been really enjoying knitting these guys up. And I'm using Knit Pick Stroll. I had originally bought this for, Knit Pick Stroll? Yes, this isn't Twill. If I said Stroll earlier, I'm sorry. This isn't Twill. Knit Pick Twill. This is Stroll. So yes, this is Knit Pick Stroll, fingering weight. I think it's 75% merino, 25% nylon or some sort of something to make it sock yarn. My brain isn't working right now, I'm sorry. But so I'm using this for the contrasting colors, and I just did the cuff, and I didn't do a contrasting color for the cuff because I just kind of want to see what it looked like, and I like it. I like it. So yeah. I really wanted to cast these on next after I took my little break because this was just such a Christmassy colorway, and I've been into Christmas recently. So, and I'm actually you'll see, I have a lot of acquisitions. They're fun. But I'm like struggling with what to cast on with it because it's just all so pretty. And I want to knit it all right now at the same time. But yeah, so I just decided, let's just cast on some Christmassy socks. I'm not sure if I'll get these done before baby comes, but if not, it's okay. That's honestly why I cast these on today. Because I was like, if baby comes, I need something easy to knit on. So let's just cast them on. And I might have these done before he's here, but that's okay too. I'll cast on more socks. But yeah. Plain old vanilla sock. Did the same old thing, 64 stitches on US 0, and then I swapped to the 1 once I got to the leg, and I don't even know if I measured out. I think this whole length of this is 3 inches. So, yeah. We'll see how they look. I'm excited. These will be so much fun. And I definitely will have a lot of this yarn left over, and I kind of want to make him some matching ones maybe, but I'm not going to put pressure on myself. I'm not going to put pressure on myself to do that. You might notice I haven't knit a ton of baby things. Besides the mushrooms, I guess those kind of count. I haven't knit a ton of baby things recently. I think it was really stressing me out because I felt like I had a deadline before he gets here. And that just really stressed me out. And once I let go of that, I've been feeling so much better. And yeah, I can knit on things whenever he gets here for him. But I think making him Christmas socks might stress me out because then I'll have to be like, I need them to fit, number one. And I need to do them before he gets here or very, very quickly after. So I don't know if I'll make him a matching pair or not. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, that was my last whip. Okay, y'all. This is acquisition heavy, but it's all very exciting. And I kind of already showed you too. But I will show you these. So I actually got this bag. I guess this is an acquisition too. I don't have a ton of just project bags, and this is just a canvas bag. It's not even for knitting, but I just put all my yarn in here. It's so fun. So I guess yesterday technically was Small Business Saturday. And me and my mom and my sister, soon-to-be sister-in-law, went to our local like apothecary shop, which I love and we all love it. They go, I think every time they come in, we go there. And it's called Down to Earth, Beaumont, Texas. I think it is technically an apothecary shop, but it has a lot of just natural things like teas, love teas, like, I'm blanking, like natural soaps and stuff like that. So, crazy enough, we all got some stuff. And we didn't know this, but if you bought like so many things, you got a free tote bag with like extras in them. So we got a ton of freebies. Anyways, if you're in the Beaumont area, highly suggest going. Just Down to Earth. Love them. But I got this bag from there, so I love it. Very sturdy canvas bag. So I guess that's an acquisition technically. Okay, I'll start with this one. So I think I told y'all last time, if you watch last time, I did the sock swap, the I took French and I can't even say this. Mercerie, I think that's how you say it, is hosting, and I think I don't know how many years they've done it. I was not a sock knitter before this year, so this is my first year even knowing about it, doing it, keeping up with it. And I was kind of hesitant to apply to, like, not apply, I guess sign up to do it, because I knew I'd be having a baby soon and it was around this time. But I'm so glad I did, because it's just been so much fun. So they connect you with a partner. You like fill out some information. Did I say it's called a sock swap? I don't know. Maybe you've heard of this. But so you fill out some information, kind of like a little quiz, and then they match you with the partner. And then you both exchange yarn and you like chat. They give you their email and their Instagram. So I'm not going to say my partner's name because I don't want to say that online or anything, but I'll just let y'all know. She's so sweet. I got matched with the best partner, and it's just been so much fun getting to know her. I'm not sure if you're watching this sock swap partner, but if you are, thank you so much for making this experience so enjoyable, because it has been so much fun. So much fun. Like from the very beginning, even just getting matched and like chatting over email before we swapped yarn, like so much fun. I have a new knitting friend, I guess, and a sock knitting friend at that. So I will start with my sock swap yarn because I got that in the mail yesterday. So let me show y'all. Oops. Oh no. Let me show you. So this is what my sock swap partner got me, or swapped with me. I think she had these in her stash already, and that honestly felt so special that she like gave up yarn in her stash to give me. And she said she had a hard time picking it out because we have very similar tastes, for sure. So it was just funny to hear that, because I had a hard time picking out yarn for her too. Because like, I don't know, there's just a lot you could do. So first off, she gave me, this is Bear Paw Sock from, it's called The Tests of Time. And it is from, let me see. Oh, the Farmer's Daughter Fibers. Yes. So it's this really pretty brown color. And funny enough, I have no brown in my sock yarn stash. No brown. So this is perfect, because I bought all that Cascade Heritage, and then once I bought it, I was like, Carson, you bought all like oranges, not even a variety of colors, just oranges. And I've been really wanting to do some colorwork socks eventually, not right now, but eventually. So this is perfect for that. Perfect. And it's just so pretty brown. I really wish it would focus. Oh, there we go. This like really pretty brown color. And yeah, you can never go wrong with brown. I love it. So thank you, sock swap partner. And then, oops, I'm dropping stuff left and right. She also sent me this, which is, let's see. Okay, Explore Knits Serengeti. And it's on the Rocky DK base, so it's 100% superwash merino and it's DK. And it is so pretty. This is the one that I'm struggling with picking out what the heck to do with it, because it's so pretty. Like some yarns I just want to stare at in my stash forever. Like I have a few in my stash that I just don't know what to do with because they're so stinking pretty, and this is one of them. So if y'all have any DK weight patterns, let's see. 274 yards. So if y'all have any DK weight patterns you recommend with that amount of yardage, you think I can get away with, please let me know. I'm honestly thinking about making another mini scarf or shawl, because I have never been a shawl knitter, but I've been watching lots of podcasts recently. Like Casey from Young Folk Knits, she just did a podcast, or not podcast, but video showcasing like her whole wardrobe, and she had so many shawls and they're so pretty. It's like, wow, maybe I should knit some shawls. And then Amber from a Lovely Yarn podcast did a whole podcast, I think, on shawls, just shawls. And I was like, wow, because there's a lot of them out there. So I might have to knit on some shawls, and I think it'd be an easy peasy project if I picked an easy pattern to just kind of roll with a baby. And I think a shawl, actually, like a normal size shawl, might be really helpful for like breastfeeding, maybe? I don't know. I know this wouldn't make like a whole shawl, but just an idea. It could definitely make another one of these guys. And I do want to make, my favorite things in knitwear has two, I think. I don't know, maybe it's scarf number 1 and scarf number 2, I don't know. That would make sense. But I like both of them. and I don't even know what size or what weight yarn, but I think that's cool about shawls. You can probably cast on with any yarn and it would just alter how big it is. I don't know. So this might be that. I just love this so much. And then, y'all, she also, which is so funny because I also made her stitch markers and she made me stitch markers, and before we did it unknowingly. And then she said once she got my package, she laughed because she realized she made me stitch markers too. And she made, everything's rolling out of my lap. I cannot get that at this point in time. But she made me all these really pretty stitch markers. I don't know, my camera's gonna have the hardest time showing y'all, but I don't know if you can see. Yeah, this might be a lost cause. But she made me all these super pretty stitch markers. Okay. I don't know, this feels weird. Maybe I'll insert some, like a photo or something, because I don't think it's gonna focus, but they're so pretty. And I put one of these on my socks earlier. Now I'm on the heel, so I don't have a stitch marker on there. But I had these on my socks earlier. They're the perfect size, and I love how small they are and how they don't jingle. I don't have many fancy stitch markers, because some things I'm sensitive about. And for some reason, like things jingling, or I can't explain it. I just can't do fancy stitch markers a lot. But these are perfect because they're just like, I can't explain it. Oh, did it do it? Oh, magic, it did it. But yeah, they're just perfect. They like don't jingle, and they're the perfect size for my little needles. So yes, thank you so much. And she also, I don't have it with me, and I'm probably not gonna go get it because it's in the other room. But she also gave me this like felt garland, like the little felted balls. It's a little Christmas garland. Oh, it was just so sweet of her. I was like, wow. She's just so nice. So thank you, Sock Swap Partner. It literally made my day yesterday. And it's funny because I was just like, I was so stoked for it. Even though I had no idea, you know, what was going to be in the package or anything. I was like tracking it all week. I was like, yes, it's getting here this weekend. And it was just so much fun to open it. And she wrote the sweetest note. And it's just been a really fun experience. So if y'all have the means to do that next year, of course you have to pay. I think we did have to pay like a few dollars for entry, just in case like you didn't come through for your partner, because that would be kind of sad if like, which things happen. But anyways, if your partner does not respond back to you, I think Mercerie pairs you with someone. I don't know. I had the best sock partner, so we connected. Everything was perfect. And yeah. Anyways, what I was saying is, if you have the means to do it next year, if you're a sock knitter, if you're interested in getting to know other sock knitter friends from across the country or the world even, I highly suggest doing it because it's been so much fun. And we're still talking. We're still talking and we're connected. Anyways, this just made me very happy this week. I was so stoked. I was talking about it forever, and sure, Logan, so funny just watching me just obsess over it. And I've already hung the garland. It's in, where is it actually? I want to put it in the nursery if it's not already there. It could already be there. Yeah, we have garlands everywhere, and I loved adding that one because it was so colorful, and I think I'll keep it. I mean, it's a Christmas garland, but I want to keep it up even after Christmas. I think she said she puts it in her craft room. Anyways, I'll stop gushing. So yeah, that was my sock swap yarn. Super, super fun. Okay, so this is my not last acquisition. I actually have more sock yarn in the mail coming. Because I ordered some from the Laughing Hens. I just wanted some self-striping sock yarn that I've been really eyeing recently for after baby. Because it would just be so easy to like cast on and go and just do some simple vanilla socks, and I wear them all the time. I love my self-striping vanilla socks, so that was my plan. But y'all, I got this in the mail, I think last week. Oh, it's upside down. So this is from the Kinetic Knitter, and it is a plush sock set, 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon, 437 yards. And okay, I was gushing about yarn and my camera stopped. I don't know where it left off, but just in case it didn't grab it, this is my new yarn that I also got in the mail. I ordered this a little late. well, not late, but I think I literally got the last sock set of this. Denim and Rain and the Kinetic Knitter, and then some really talented like pottery maker. I don't know if there's another word for that. Crafter. They got together and they did like a Into the Thicket collection, I think. Into the Thicket? I don't know, but they like kind of collaborated and released stuff together. And this is from the Kinetic Knitter. And yeah, I ordered this on a whim. I saw it late one night and I was just like, yeah, I need that. Ordered it right then. So, you know, it was sporadic. It was impulsive, but it made me happy, so I did it. So yeah, this is my first sock set ever, I think. I don't think I've ever ordered like a complete sock set. I love getting like mini skeins and big skeins, but I've never ordered one that comes together in a whole set. So this is a Kinetic Knitter. It's plush sock, 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon, sock yarn, 437 yards in this guy, and then 87 yards in this guy. So yeah, this is in the colorway or the sock set Thicket number 3, and it's just so pretty. It has these really pretty greens. Oh my goodness, y'all, look. And the red is that vibrant, like, well, maybe not that vibrant. Not as vibrant as it's showing up on camera, but like it is pretty dang vibrant. It's so pretty. It reminded me of Christmas, and I think that's why I got it. I was just, you know, I'm in a Christmas mood, but also I thought this could potentially be a really good pairing for the Magic Toadstool socks, perhaps, once I get the urge to cast on color work. I don't know, because I mean, this is pretty variegated, but I think it might work well together since the red is so vibrant. I don't know. I've also been looking at some sock patterns that are a little, like, not as intense as lace. I love lace. Y'all know I do. I love, like, Olivia from This Handmaid's Life, all of her sock patterns. And I just finished my September Wood socks not too long ago. But I want something kind of in between. In between, like, reading a lace chart and a vanilla sock. And I found this pattern. I think they're called the library socks. And they look so pretty. It's, like, this textured pattern. It's not ribbing, I don't think. It just looks very pretty. Almost looks like bubbles. I don't know. But I do want to cast those on soon. I'm not sure if I'll do that with this, or if I'll wait until my other self-striping sock yarn comes in. So y'all, I have a lot. Wow, I'm winded. I have a lot of sock yarn. And one of these days, I do want to go through my whole stash and just look at what I have and maybe like plan out what I want to do with it. Probably after baby comes. I don't know, like, I think I said this last time. I don't know when my last podcast will be. Kind of thought he would be coming this week. That didn't happen. And he might not come next week or the next. He might hold out on this, and that's okay. If he feels safe inside me right now, that's fine. If he needs to stay for a little bit longer, that's fine. See, I don't know. But I'm excited to talk to y'all today about knitting and stuff, and so yeah, I might not be as consistent leading up to our little boy's arrival, or definitely not after. But, you know, I will have some time off for maternity leave, and yeah, who knows, I could be back to making videos again. That could be really fun. I don't know. I'll definitely probably take at least a month off. I don't even think I'll get that much knitting done, but I could be wrong. People have told me it could go either way. I could knit a lot with him or not so much. That's okay. My priorities will shift, but I'm excited. So, oh wait, I do have one more. I was about to wrap up. I have one more acquisition. So as I mentioned, my sister-in-law, soon to be, was in, and she's getting in, well, she knows how to crochet. She's known for a while. I think a long time actually, but she's like just now getting into crocheting more, I guess. And she actually made us the sweetest little blanket for our child. It's so sweet. She brought it to us this weekend. It just looks so cute. Oh, it's in his nursery right now. But so she's getting into crocheting more, and so she found this pattern online that she really liked. There was this really pretty granny square blanket, and she wants to do it in all these different green tones, which would look so pretty, just like a ton of different greens. So I was like, well, you're here, and we have a yarn shop right down the road, so let's go look at some yarn. And she was so stoked. She did not find anything. We did find some stuff online after, but So that was so much fun. We sat down at the table and I showed her Ravelry because she'd never heard of Ravelry before. Showed her Ravelry and she got hooked on that. And we were looking at yarns that would be good for her blanket. Anyways, I did end up buying something from my yarn store. I bought this because I was making this and I do not love counting rows on my phone. I hate like having to open my phone and lock it and keep up with that on my phone. And so I was using a notepad, but it was also kind of annoying using a notepad because I had to like stop and write it down and carry my notepad with me everywhere for the row I was on. So I bought this fun guy. It is a row counter, and I used to have one, but it was a twisty one. It wasn't one like this. But just watch, wait, watch, y'all. How fun is this? Oh my goodness. It's so much fun. So I used this to finish up this guy with, and Logan loves this thing. He was playing with it, and I was like, please don't get off my row. But you know, I'm done now, so it's fine. Haven't used it. Haven't had to use it again yet after finishing my bandana, but yeah, it's just it's a basic clover row counter. I kind of do want to get a stitch marker one day that's a row counter because I think that would be really helpful. Just having it attached to a stitch marker, and like every time you do a round, just boop, because you can even eliminate like reaching for it. I don't know. This was fun. So yeah, got that at my local yarn store. We got a lot of yarn, y'all. We got a lot of yarn. We got a lot of acquisitions, but it's all been really fun. It was, you know, I supported the indie dyer, did a sock swap, won some yarn. So yeah, I don't know when my Laughing Hens yarn will come in. I think Laughing Hens is overseas, if I'm not mistaken. And they did not give me a tracking number. They just said it was shipped. So we'll see. It'll be like a fun surprise when it comes in. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. I'm so excited. And I will definitely be showing that off at some point because it's just so much fun. I'm trying to even think. I did get some more West Yorkshire spinners yarn in the colorway Robin because I've been seeing everyone knit with that right now. And it is so pretty. So pretty. It is Christmassy, but it also reminds me of just fall or just like neutral colors in general. So yeah, I'm super stoked to get that in. I think I kind of wanted the library socks in that one. Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff. I also got some Opal. I've never used that brand before, but I've heard really good things about it. And I saw this one colorway on Instagram that just blew my mind. So I ordered it. And I think I got some Drops Fable because I've also seen that on Instagram. It was in the like chocolate colorway. Just like browns. It is so pretty. We're gonna have a lot of socks, y'all. Unless I just like tire out from sock knitting, but I haven't yet. I mean, I did take a small break to knit this bad boy, but I mean, after I knit this one, I was ready to cast on that sock this morning. And I need to cast on my grandma's socks, my Nana's socks, possibly today. But I have decided I'm going to do Petite Knit's Sunday socks for her socks because I think they would hug her feet really nicely. And I mean, I have made her socks before, but still, every time I make socks for someone else, which I've only made them for my Nana. So I guess every time I make her socks, I'm just like, please fit, please fit, please fit. So yeah, but I think going with that full ribbing, unless it's just super, super small, but I don't think I'll make it that small. I think it should work. It should hug her feet nicely. So I'm gonna do that soon. I watched a tutorial this morning about how to knit socks on magic loop at the same time, and I don't know if I'm gonna try that or not. It feels ambitious. I have heard that it's not that hard to do once you get going, but like all that yarn in different places, like I don't know, I might be a one sock at a time girl, but I do want to try that one day, maybe with all the self-strapping sock yarn I have. We'll see. Okay, I have also, on the subject of sock yarn, I've been seeing everyone, including my sock swap partner, knitting on Andrea Mowry's new Bear Paw socks, which, funny enough, is the name of that colorway that my sock swap partner sent me, which is pretty funny. But, so yeah, everyone's knitting on those. I guess there was a challenge. I did not participate because I didn't know about it until later, and I just cannot be bothered with deadlines given if it's not like a huge deadline if you don't do it, it's just knit along. So, and they're just so pretty. They're marled. I loved the marled look whenever I saw her sample pattern, or not sample pattern, sample socks, Andrea Mallory sample socks. They're marled, they're ribbed, I think. They just look very pretty, and I've been seeing everyone knit on those recently, and like a lot of people are already done. They did them in like 3 days, which is crazy. So I might want to cast on those because now I have so much sock yarn, y'all, like so much sock yarn, and solid colors too. I think it'd be really fun to stash bust and mix those two together, like 2 different strands together to make a DK, because I think the pattern's DK. Anyways, that's what's happening. Obviously, I'm trying to keep myself busy, if you can't tell. Knitting stuff. After I get done with this, I'm literally gonna go knit on something. Maybe socks, maybe my grandma's socks, I'll cast those on. It's been fun. It's been a fun time. I'm excited. Maybe this is just nervous energy. But yeah, for the most part, I'm excited. I'm really excited for what's to come. I don't know if you can tell, but the room's kind of got some, we did some stuff. We kind of prioritized, we're having to reprioritize our things for baby things. So my grandma gave us one of her old dressers, so we moved over here, so we moved our dresser over there, and so it's a little different here is what I'm trying to say. But it'll be so much fun. I'll probably nest some tonight and put some of his clothes. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. I cannot catch my breath. Put some of his clothes up in his drawers and stuff. And yeah, we're just getting ready for this baby. And we're excited. And yeah, thank you for all your really sweet comments. Y'all are also nice, and it's so much fun to just hang out with y'all virtually. And hopefully, maybe I'll be back next week or the next, or maybe I'll be gone for a little bit. But either way, if I'm gone, I'll be with the baby and possibly knitting. So yeah, hope y'all have a great time. I guess I'll see you next time, whenever that may be.